Now we shall continue the discussion regarding the solution of differential equations by using Laplace transform. This technique is so powerful that even we are not required to write the differential equation if certain conditions are met. We know that the Laplace transform of derivative is S into Fs. If Ft leads to Fs, then Laplace transform of d by dt of Ft is Sfs minus F0. If we are having zero initial condition, means that the capacitor is having zero charge or zero voltage across it and inductor is having zero current through it. If that is met, in that case we can say that impedance of capacitor as 1 upon Cs and impedance of inductor as Ls in Laplace domain, and we can write directly the equation of Vo upon Vin in Laplace domain by impedances. So we will solve another problem in a very simple manner. So what we are doing, when we close a switch, when we are closing a switch, in this situation, or we may take reverse. And we are closing a switch. Means we say that the input which we are applying here is of this form, that is 0 till t equal to 0 and 1 afterwards. So this same closure of this is 1. Closure of switch at t equal to 0, this is say 1 and this is 1. I can say it like this, it is as good as some V in a voltage source I have, V in t, which is of this form, 0 till 0 and 1 after that. Is it clear? So saying like this means saying in an alternative form, and 1 and 1. Then in Laplace domain it is simple algebraic equation as if you are working for a resistive circuit. Only thing is that impedance of inductor is SL, impedance of capacitor is 1 upon SC. Impedance of capacitor is 1 upon SC, impedance of inductor is SL, and impedance of resistance is R. So straight away this is V in T. When it is more simple now, this entire circuit can be transformed into what we say as Laplace domain, and in this Laplace domain the circuit will look like this. Vs, so V in S. At the output I will be getting VOS, and this is 1 and this is what? In L is 1, so SL, that is S. If it is so, then straight away VOS, simply applying your all Kirchhoff laws, potential divider laws. It's so simple that one may not even understand that the finding of the solution was so difficult. So VOS is equal to what? S upon S plus 1 into Vs. Right? What is V in S right now? V in T is this. So when V in T is this, what is V in S? V in S is 1 upon S. So VOS is equal to S upon S into S plus 1, correct? Is it okay? So that is equal to 1 upon S plus 1. It means it is e raised to minus t. VOT is equal to e raised to minus t. VOT is something wrong? Yeah, VOT is equal to e raised to minus t. Right? So for zero initial condition, means the technique is so powerful that we are supposed to use Laplace transforms for solving differential equation. But the tool is so powerful that d by dt of ft gets transformed to S into Fs minus F0, and if F0 is 0, then straightway it is S into Fs. So if it is so, I can write impedance of capacitor 1 upon Sc, impedance of inductance as Sl, because straightaway I am having the differential relationship. Means what I have for capacitor, what is the relationship? It equal to dV. For capacitor, the relationship is like this: ICT is equal to C dVCT upon dt. So ICS is equal to C into Laplace transform of d by dt of VCT. That is VCS into S minus VC0. If VC0 is there, then there is some bigger form of expression. But if VC0 is 0, then this becomes S into VCS. And then if I take VCS upon ICS, becomes 1 upon SC. You can very easily derive. For zero initial conditions, we can very easily say that impedance of capacitor is 1 upon SC, impedance of inductor is SL. Even if you are not understood, it is to blindly follow for some time, you can solve all the problems. There will not be any problem at all. So, and straight away, we come to the solution. Now, we have this. Next set of problem. Again, let us take 1 and 1. This is 1. So what difference we have now? Again, V in, it is equivalent circuit, wherein V in S, VOS, it is 1 upon S, it is S, right? So what is the relationship now? VOS is equal to 1 upon S upon 1 upon S plus S into V in S. So multiply by S everywhere, what we get?
1 plus S square, 1 upon 1 plus S square.
Multiplying by S, we get VOS is equal to 1 upon
1 plus S square.
1 upon
1 plus S square
S square plus 1
into
V in S. So that comes out to be now. What is V in S? 1 upon S as it is. V in S is 1 upon S as it is. So VOS is equal to 1 upon S into S square plus 1. So what is the inverse Laplace transform of this? What is the inverse Laplace transform of this? Can you find inverse Laplace transform?
Yes, sir.
1 minus of what? This entire 1 minus sin t. Not 1 minus. 1 would be there. What you will be getting there? Not by Laplace, but fractions. So what are the fractions?
A by x plus bx plus c by x square plus 1.
Right. So it is A
A is 1, b is minus 1, c is
1 upon S plus
plus
b is
minus
minus
1
minus 1.
cos t.
Hmm?
So 1 minus cos t.
Not 1 minus cos t also. Huh? Nice. 1 minus cos t. So plus minus 1 upon means minus 1 upon S square, minus S upon S square plus 1, right? Okay. So this inverse Laplace transform is, so VOT would be 1 and this is cos t, right? It is by inspection. Inverse Laplace transform by inspection means what? We know that Laplace transform of cos t is this. So 1 minus cos. So now you will be surprised to know here that nowhere we are having any sinusoidal source. What we did, we had one L, one C, where 1 volt DC supply, and we just made the switch from off to on. At the output, what we are getting? We are getting a sinusoidal waveform. Means cos t means a sinusoidal waveform shifted by 1. So it would be between 0 to 2. Cos t would have been otherwise between plus 1 to minus 1 in amplitude. It would be between 0 to 2. So we get a sinusoid. This is because of the frequency is 1 here. Frequency is 1. If I change value of L and C, you will find that the frequencies get suitably changed such that omega is equal to 1 upon root LC. Omega equal to 1 upon root LC. L and C are having exactly complementary or reverse properties, and that gives rise to what is called as these natural frequency oscillations. The similar example which can be given, which I hope that everybody will be able to understand. Suppose if you have tuning fork, you must have performed experiment in physics, right? Then what do? You give a punch to the tuning fork, right? Then we find that the tuning fork starts vibrating at a particular frequency. Have you given? Are you knowing what is the frequency? You don't know. So not that you are giving any input to that. We are not giving any input of the frequency of the tuning fork. But once we give the punch, tuning fork starts vibrating at its natural frequency. And again, one may say, why tuning fork? How to bring it? You can take any metal rod, and even if you pick up it in one hand and you give a punch, you will find that depending upon the length, again the size and everything, it will be oscillating at a frequency called as natural frequency. Natural frequency is the property of that physical structure. Similarly, this natural frequency of oscillation is a property of the combination of L and C. We have not given anything of sinusoidal of frequency omega 1, right? But still we get the oscillations. Right? Still we get the oscillations. Is it alright? So with this, we are now very much comfortable in solving all kinds of problems. Let us say where we are stuck up in our brute force method, we find that we get a breakthrough like this. Find out VOT. Find out VOT. Be quick. So straight away go by your simple conventional circuit rules. Only thing is that just treat S as one variable, that's all. You need not know what is S. Straight 1 upon S, 2, 1. So it is just like, how will you proceed for this? You can also draw Thevenin sequence circuit. By all means, you can find out. Superposition will not be applied here because there is only one source, right? So you can simply go, what would be there? This is what? This is VOS is here. This you can consider, this is V in S, means what we are having? This is V in S, which is equal to V in T corresponding to that, to V in S 1 upon S that we know. So this we can say it to be V dash s of v1s, you can assume, no problem. v1s. So what would be v1s? v1s would be this combination impedance plus this combination upon this combination plus this. And what would be VOS? This upon this plus this into V. So I can write like this. So let us write first V1S. What is V1S? Is equal to, what is this combination? Combination is 1 upon S parallel 2 plus 1 upon S, right? Is it clear? 1 upon S parallel 2 plus 1 upon S upon 1 plus 1 upon S parallel 2 plus 1 upon S. What is this?
1 plus 1 upon s.
What is 1 upon S parallel 2 plus 1 upon S? That we can find. There is no problem. That is 1 upon S
1 plus 1
into
upon s.
2 plus 1 upon S
Next to 1 upon s.
upon 1 upon S plus 2 plus 1 upon S upon 1 plus 1 upon S 2 plus 1 upon S upon 1 upon S plus 2 plus 1 upon S. Multiplying by this term everywhere. Multiplying by this term everywhere. What do we get? This into obviously V in S.
एक व्हिडिओ किती एमबीचा होतो त्याच्यात मगाच 340 तेव्हा बोलणं तो सौऱ्या आत्ता काय फुटबॉल खेळताना सापडलं आत्ता काय झालं अरे मॅच पूर्ण करत
1 upon S into 2 plus 1 upon S upon 1 upon S plus 2 plus 1 upon S plus 1 upon S into 2 plus 1 upon S. Is it clear? So what we will further result into? Multiply by S square, or we can go step by step. Multiply by S. So when we multiply by S, this term goes right, and here what we we rewrite. It becomes 2 plus 1 upon S upon 1 plus 2S plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 upon S. Is it right? So again multiply by S. Again multiply by S. So what we get? 2S plus 1 upon S plus 2S square plus S plus 2S plus 1. It is 2s plus 1 upon 2s square plus 4s plus 1. So what it is? So what it comes out to be? So what is the answer? This is what? This is V1s is equal to this into V in S. So what this is? By factorizing this, what we get? I think I can remove this right now. I can read it out later. So this is 2s square plus 2s. It is, you can factorize it. 2s plus 1 upon 2s square plus 2s plus 2s plus 1. So what it is now? Whether we are able to factorize? It is 2s into bracket s plus 1. So right now it will be as it is. Now what is VOS? What is VOS? The diagram was like this. The diagram was 1 1 2 1. So VOS is 1 upon S plus 1 upon S plus 2 into V1S. That is 1 upon S plus 1 upon S plus 2 into V1S. So multiplying by S, we have 1 upon 2S plus 1. So we are getting rid of thing automatically. Into V1S is this. That is 2S plus 1 upon 2S square plus 4S plus 1 into V in S. So we got rid of this immediately. So we get it as 1 upon 2s square plus 4s plus 1. VOS is equal to into V in S is 1 upon S. So what is the answer? So we have got finally. Is there anything wrong here? So VOS is equal to 1 upon S into bracket 2s square plus 4s plus 1. So that what are the factors? I think he is the partial fraction expert. So what are the roots? This I can write as A upon S plus B upon S plus something plus C upon S plus some other thing. A1 and A2. What are A1 and A2? What are A1 and A2? What is A1? Roots. Roots of quadratic. What is that? B square. So minus B plus or minus B plus or minus B square minus 4AC. Roots B square is 16 minus 8 plus or minus root 8 upon 2A, that is 4. That is minus 1 plus 1 half root 2 and minus 1 half root 2. So A1 is 1 minus this. In minus 1, these are the roots. So when we take on the other side, A1 is equal to 1 plus root 2 by 2 and A2 is equal to 1 minus root 2 upon 2. Then you can find A, B and C. You can find A, B and C. So the answer would be for A it would be A directly. Whatever A, this is I think your task. So it will be A plus B e raised to minus A1t plus C e raised to minus A2t. The same thing we could have got in the morning also. Only thing is that by the brute force method, we did not have patience to come to this answer. When A1 is equal to 1 plus root 2 upon 2, A2 is equal to 1 minus root 2 upon 2. Yes, sir? No, no.
हायपरबोलिक आहे ते
Why should go hyperbolic?
माहित नाही पार्शियल फ्रॅक्शन
What is A1?
1
1 upon x plus A1.
सर A1 च्या अधिक
It is not hyperbolic, it is e raised to directly. E raised to minus A1t and e raised to minus A2t. We are working on the same problem. The input is just common 1 volt and a switch at 1, 1, 1. What is the answer now? Find out. So straight away, it is so simple. VOS is equal to 1 upon S upon 1 upon S plus 1 plus S into V in S. Multiplied by S everywhere, we get as VOS is equal to 1 upon S square plus S plus 1 into V in S. So now here is the interesting thing. What are the partial fractions of this? simple, straight plain algebra. So here again I am sure that since it is square, I have two solutions. So I can have this as VOS is equal to V is 1 upon S. V is 1 upon S. There is no issue. So now this is 1 upon S plus A1. So A upon S plus A1 plus B upon S plus A2. A1 and A2 are roots of this equation plus C upon S. As he has stated, we can go by. I should use this here. A upon S first plus B upon this plus C upon this. We can also have Bs plus C upon S square plus S plus 1. That classical approach also we can have. This also we can have. So what are A1 and A2? A1 is its roots of this quadratic equation. What are the roots of the quadratic equation? Minus B. Say minus 1 plus minus B square, that is 1, minus 4AC, that is 3, plus minus root 3 upon 2, that is also minus root 3, right? So that is minus 1 plus J root 3 upon 2 and minus 1 minus J root 3 upon 2. So A1 equal to just change sign and A2 equal to A1 equal to 1 minus J root 3 upon 2. Huh? What? Minus? Where? The roots what we get, which are the roots? So S what we get actually, we get S equal to we get, and we take this on the other side. Therefore it is my one sign change is there. That is 1 plus J root 3 upon 2 and 1 minus J root 3 upon 2. Right? So what is inverse Laplace transform? For this it is A, then you can find A, B and C. You can find A, B and C by the participation method. Then we get A plus B into bracket. These are now complex conjugates. These are complex conjugates. So B into bracket e raised to, this is A1. Again that minus comes. E raised to minus A1t plus C into e raised to minus A2t. Now for such equation B and C come equal. And you get the final answer. The final answer is damped oscillation. And a constant term. So finally it reaches to this value as 1 with a damped oscillation manner. You can find out, and in proteins you can see the waveform. parallel S, 1 upon S parallel S into this plus 1. So VOS is equal to 1 upon S parallel S upon 1 upon S parallel S plus 1 into VNS. That is very simply easily simplified. That comes out to be 1 upon S into S is 1 upon 1 upon S plus 1 upon 1 upon 1 upon S plus 1. So 1 upon S plus S plus 1 into VNS. Multiplying by 1 upon S plus 1 everywhere. Multiplying by 1 upon S plus 1 on numerator and denominator, it comes out to be 1 upon S plus 1. Multiplying again by S in the numerator and denominator, we get this S upon S square plus S plus 1. S upon S square plus S plus 1 into 1 upon S again. Why? Because that is VNS. So this gets cancelled here. This gets cancelled. And we get only, this gets cancelled and we get VOS is equal to directly 1 upon S square plus S plus 1. S square plus S plus 1. And again we get the, what we get? S square plus S plus 1. Again S plus something. S plus A1 into S plus A1 and S plus A2 are partial fractions. Again those are complex conjugates. And again we get a damped oscillation. Is it correct? What is the answer? What will be the answer? Or sir, you just confirm whether there is any mistake somewhere. Where we have got some mistake in between? Yes? What is the answer?
E raised to minus
E raised to minus t by 2 sine of root 3 by 2t. So it's a damped sinusoid. It's a damped sinusoid. So I think that by using, we are not using the Laplace transform in its very classical form, but by just knowing, means we are applying Laplace transform in a brute force method. But I think that this is much easier than our earlier approach, so that with this it is possible for you to solve the any problem which consists of resistor, capacitor and inductor. Is it all right?